As I expected, WWE has dropped the ball on R-Truth after re-signing him. He was in the spotlight for 2 weeks, but they're slowly making him irrelevant. They're still referring to him as R-Truth with no real character development, and so far his appearances have consisted of meaningless attacks and a directionless storyline. Let him cut promos, tell us why he's angry. The John Cena storyline is still unresolved. Listen, I've been saying, and let me know your wrestling hot takes down in the comments below. It can be current day or it can be in history, and you'll have a chance of being in the next episode. And this has become a little bit controversial, I might add. On one side, you've got people being like, no, they haven't dropped the ball. He's still in a feud with Aleister Black. He's still doing things on TV. Sure. But the whole point of this return run, him getting re-signed, was to resolve this John Cena storyline for one, which he hasn't. It's just continuously him being like, I want John Cena. I want John Cena tonight. Everyone be like, that's not gonna happen. Now John Cena's going on to SummerSlam. He's not thinking about R-Truth or Ron Killings. He's thinking about Cody Rhodes. So where is that story going to be resolved? Is he just going to continuously be like, I want John Cena until the end of the retirement tour? Doesn't make any sense. And also the very symbolic thing of him cutting the hair and being like, I'm Ron Killings and that's the truth. Like, why are we going back to him just being R-Truth? Same music, same Titantron. He's just like kind of funny. Like, everyone is missing the point. The whole point of him coming back was to be this new person, Ron Killings, not going back to being R-Truth. The Judgment Day is a comedic act at this point, and I love it. I gotta say, some of the most entertaining moments on Raw recently have been with the Judgment Day. I know you can go ahead and say, oh, maybe Finn Balor's a little less serious nowadays, and like, whatever. You want to compare it to Prime Judgment Day, that's fine. But I really like what the Judgment Day are doing on Raw. The whole dynamic between them, the whole R.I.P. Liv looking thing was hilarious. Dominic Mysterio's still killing it. Roxanne Perez is a great addition. And I spoke back at Night of Champions about how Raquel Rodriguez is very, very underappreciated. I think she has been doing great recently too. And I really like JD McDonough. I feel like he still doesn't get his due because of how consistent he has been, but he deserves his credit as well. And I don't really know how much longer the Judgment Day is going to be going on. I feel like I've been saying that for like a couple of years. Maybe it's ending now, but they keep going. I'm not mad about it. Although realistically, I am trying to see that Finn Balor babyface singles run again. I'm trying to see that. Damn it. Love your vids as always. Thank you. Also, very, very quick programming note. I just want to go ahead and apologize. I'm sorry that the content hasn't been as varied as I would have liked and maybe you would have liked recently. I know it's been a lot of just hot takes and like reviews, and I promise I'm aware of that and I'm trying to mix in stuff. It's just time, man. Like, being an adult is busy, especially with me. I still have a full-time job. Like, I'm trying to do this with that. So I apologize. Things will be mixed up soon. Let's get back to reading. Roman needs to come back very soon to make the Vision, great name, story get jolted with excitement, since I can sense people are getting bored again. What else is new? Yeah, you're right. I'm fine with their opening promos as long as it's not only Seth talking. Like I said in the Raw review the other day, I'm getting a little bored of it, you know? And the thing is, I like everybody in the faction. I like all of them, but I don't want to see Seth Rollins cash in the briefcase. I don't even think he should have won it, to be honest. It should have been LA Knight, yeah. And I also don't want to see him hold the world championship again. I don't care which title it is. We've seen this recently. As far as the other members speaking, they're again way too late to do that. They took a while to make Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed speak, but I'm glad we're here now. I feel like the dynamic between Seth and Paul, like Paul doesn't really need Seth, Seth doesn't need Paul. Monday Night Raw right now just needs a little bit of a spark, and who better than the OTC? And I can't wait to see him return soon. With how good of storytellers they are, a feud between Aleister Black and Karrion Kross would feed families. The Dutch Destroyer versus the Killer. Ooh. Okay, you cooking. I would like to see that. That would be cool. I also saw a crazy conspiracy theory recently about Karrion Kross being the one to eventually infect Cody with his poison. But soon Karrion Kross is going to be inside Cody Rhodes, and it's going to lead to his eventual heel turn, because Karrion Kross has been turning everyone heel over the last couple of years. And there was something to do with the way Cody tweeted the other day. I saw people talking about it, and I was like, that's a very interesting theory. AJ and Dom are my favorite part of Raw right now. I wonder how they never break out laughing during their segments, because I always do. And everyone acknowledge our total diva, DJ. Yeah, I gotta say, every segment that Styles and Mysterio are in recently has been hilarious.
From AJ?
Our are we heading down a timeline where Cena drops the World Championship and goes to fight for the IC title against AJ Styles and runs that back one more time? But is the next step doing an unexpected drops the world title, and it turns out that the second half of this reign actually isn't him taking the world title to Ruthless Aggression, but it's actually taking the IC title, the title he's never won before. AJ needs to be part of the next Forbidden Door against Omega. Oh my god. I've thought about this before, and it would be nice to see AJ Styles in AEW just a little bit, but I feel like he's a WWE lifer. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. Naomi is the female heel, I think that's supposed to say greatest female heel of all time. Her work on her character is amazing and should hopefully win a championship with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Love the vids, Deonte. Thank you. I mean, don't get me wrong, Naomi's been fantastic all year, but greatest of all time, let's say, but I do hope she cashes in successfully and she becomes women's world champion, because god, she deserves it. They need to bring Total Divas back. Love the vids, by the way. Thank you, and you're damn right. This might have been one of the best Raws. We got Seth's faction dominating, vignettes for possible pushes, El Grande Americano storyline being the funniest thing on Raw, and Dom and AJ also being comedically great. Here's the thing with Raw. I don't think Raw is in a super bad state right now. It's just missing something for me. Like, I'm watching the show and I'm like, okay, like there's a lot of good stuff here, but it's missing something. I don't know. Like, maybe it just is Roman Reigns. It just feels like there needs to be something bigger on Raw, because I don't feel, for as good as Seth Rollins is, I don't think he can ever carry a brand. I think he's proven time and time again that he needs another person there to carry it with him, unfortunately, or at least that's just my opinion. But I feel like also the dominating of the faction, they've done it quite a little bit now, and maybe it's time to mix it up a little bit on Raw. And to be fair, the Seth Rollins faction could take a little bit of a turn in the upward direction when we find out what the hell the plan B was. I think they should fire Tyler Bate. How dare you? That man is such a tremendous wrestler. Pete Dunne is such a tremendous wrestler, and you just got these guys on main event in tag matches, bro. Come on. First off, I love the vids. They're entertaining. Thank you. Second, what if El Generico returns to have a feud with El Grande Americano? You know, I hadn't thought about that. I haven't seen El Generico since, I think the last time I saw him, he was in Mexico. That's not a bad shout. He might pull up. I believe that this time Dom Dom isn't going to leave Liv. It's an interesting theory. I mean, it's just difficult because Liv isn't going to be back for a while. And what do you do in that time period if it isn't Dom and Roxanne getting together? Like, are you really going to have Dominic for the next 6, 7, 8 months not get with Roxanne and continuously just push her away? Surely at some point they've got to get together, you know? And maybe at SummerSlam the same thing happened with him and Liv. Unless you do the reverse where Dominic Mysterio says, I've had enough of this, and he leaves the Judgment Day. 3 hot takes. 1, Deonte should collab with Small Afro for a Reddit. Hey, listen, that's one of my favorite people in the community right there. That's my good friend Jaren. Listen, anytime he wants me on his channel for a Reddit, I'm down. Anytime he wants to be on the channel, he's more than welcome. You go let him know. Number 2, Deonte should watch all 4 of the season finales of Game Show NXT. Good grief. Low-key, I wouldn't mind running back Game Show NXT sometime soon. I do miss those videos. Number 3, bring back Tough Enough videos. You know what? I hear you loud and clear. I'll drop a Tough Enough video soon. Between both the 2011 season and the Triple H Terrifies Them season, both those were so entertaining. I would love to go back and do one of those soon. Seth's faction needs an actual name and something for the Bronze to do besides being glorified henchmen. Yeah, I agree. Heavy on them needing a name, by the way. I thought they would have had a name and another member by now. What are we doing? Let's get a name in there. What am I calling them? Right now, they're just a bunch of guys being dudes. What the hell are we doing on this show? What if CM Punk never left WWE in 2014? I know I've seen it in videos, but that will be interesting to see. You know what? Instead of diving into that right now, I have my own theories. If you want to see it, drop a like and a comment on the video letting me know, and I'll make it in a future video.